Alright, hey everybody. I just was wanting to make a quick video. Like I said, I had a heart attack almost 3 years ago, and there's not a whole lot of stuff how to or what to do after a heart attack, how to live better, just live a normal life, if you want to say, and get healthier, get fit. So I was just wanting to make a little quick video on what I've done to get in better shape. And so this is a kind of video on what to do after you have a heart attack, or maybe before you have a heart attack and the doctor says your numbers are outrageous and all that stuff. So the first thing I would do is listen to your doctor. If he puts you on medicine, take it. Just do what he says. Ask about exercise. If he suggests you can do exercise, hopefully he says you can. And that's the second thing, is change your eating habits and try to move a little bit. Like when I had my heart attack, I just walked around in my house. I walked from one end to the other around circles. Try to move. If you move 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, do what you can do to move around. But the most important thing is to eat better. And that's what I would start with. Just cutting out junk food. Because that's what got me, is I would eat donuts for breakfast, fast food, fries from the fast food place. Just ate junk all the time. Man, I remember having cereal and just putting a cup of sugar in it. House sweet tea with 2 cups of sugar in it. And that's the first thing I would do. Cut out sugar, cut out any fried foods, especially if it's fried in vegetable oil. Look at ingredients. If it has vegetable oil, any kind of oil, the only kind of oil I eat now is avocado oil and olive oil. And I hear people deep frying turkey in peanut oil. I would stay away from all that stuff. Just try not to even eat fried food if you can help it. And so I was just try to eat less processed food, sweet, sugar. I know it's hard to give up ice cream and cakes and cookies and stuff, but until you get, fitter, I eat stuff like keto ice cream. I try to cut out carbs. I'm on keto diet, and a lot of people are going to knock it, but until you try it, especially if you've had a heart attack or just felt bad for years, and you get on a keto diet for 3 months, 6 months, and start feeling a whole lot better, you'll stay on it. And I hear a lot of people knocking keto diet, but I think it's probably one of the reasons, it's one of the most popular ways of eating, other than just eating. Because I don't even want to call it a diet. I think it's more of a lifestyle change, and you hear that all the time, like, you got to change your lifestyle. And I really didn't believe that till I ran across the keto diet. And how I ran across the keto diet is I just started researching stuff. When one of my doctors said that after a heart attack that he would put me as a diabetic. I'm like, man, I do not want to take insulin shots. I don't want to take more medicine every day. So I started doing research and came across the ketogenic diet. And now my A1C, my blood glucose is still kind of borderline high, but my doctor says that's not too concerning. And if you're not eating carbs, it's not, everything I saw, not too concerning. It's just going to take, if you've been eating bad food for, like I have, for 50 years, it's going to take more than a year or two to get that back down. So that's what I'm still working on. But, and like I say, just some of my numbers that I think you ought to worry about. After a heart attack or even before a heart attack, It can be signs of a future heart attack. It's like your triglycerides. Mine has been over 400 before. And I really never had a doctor say cut out carbs to lower that. I hear stuff like just eat better, lose weight, and all that stuff, which is all good, but you really got to cut back on your carbs to lower your triglycerides. And another one, and last time I had it checked, it was 69 on my last test. So I'm still working on it. That's in a good range, and hopefully I can keep it there or even lower it. But, right there, I'm happy with it. Then your other one is your HDL cholesterol. Like I say, you want that as high as possible. Mine has been under 40. Like it's been in the 30s before. And my last test was 77. And eating like fish, omega-3 oils, stuff like that will increase that. But exercise, I believe, is the best way to improve that. And I don't know if you're able to, but if you can do any kind of weight training, I mean, like I say, I've heard people saying grab you a can of soup out of the pantry and do workout with that. And like I say, walking back and forth from your house or go to a park and go walking. If you can do any kind of weight resistant training, if you can afford to go to a gym, I mean, I do not go to a gym. I can't afford it. I just don't. I mean, I just can't see spending $50 a month to go to a gym, which I went and bought me some 20-pound dumbbells I kind of work with. So if you can go to a gym, that's great. If you can't, maybe invest in some weights and stuff. Like I say all the time, is invest in yourself. Find an activity you enjoy doing. And if you have to spend a little extra money, like going to a gym, going walking, buying you a good pair of, especially if you're going to walk or jog, buy you a good pair of walking shoes. It'll help your feet out. When I first started walking, man, my feet gave me a fit. And so I started looking at shoes, found me some good shoes. And that's what kind of motivates me. You got to find something that motivates you to, find something you enjoy and motivates you to get out there and get active and eat better. And like I say, the ketogenic diet got me to feeling a whole lot better. I mean, I just can't describe it. So I I don't want to say I'll never come off of it. I hate to say never, but I feel so much better doing it than I don't want to come off of it and fall back in the old trap of I was in of eating junk food and stuff like that. So if you are going to have carbohydrates, try to make them good carbohydrates. Different type of berries. If it ends in berries, you can eat it. Apples. I don't eat a whole lot of apples, but if I do, I eat apples. But stuff like oranges and even bananas, I try to stay away from. They're just too many carbs in those for me to eat. But and like watermelon, I think they're good for you if you eat watermelons, just because there's so much water in them that it's hard to eat too much of them. So stuff like that, vegetables. If it's green, I say eat it. Except for maybe spinach. I heard you want to cook that a little bit before you eat it. But I really don't eat a whole lot of spinach. But like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, kale, stuff like that is good for you. Eat that. Eat as much as you want to. Eat fish. Red meat, I'm a believer in. Some people are going to disagree with that. And if if you don't like red meat, you don't like red meat. But I do eat red meat and like I said, I try to stay away from just processed foods. There's keto friendly snacks and stuff out there that to me are no more better for you than a Snicker bar. So I try to stay away from that stuff. But I do try to eat a fair amount of protein. You know, as we get older, we need more protein. So I try to get over 100 grams of protein a day. And I just feel like if I get that much, it's going to cut out some of my craving for carbs, per se. So I would do that and try to eat more protein. Like I say, honestly, I try to, been here lately, been trying to get like 150, 120, 150 grams of protein to just kind of build up some muscles, because that's going to help with other issues too. Help your metabolism, help your glucose, your blood sugar, your triglycerides, all that going to help you in the long run as we get older. So, like I say, my big takeaway from this is listen to your doctor, take your medicine, eat better, give up the junk food just for 3 or 4 months. Try it, especially the ketogenic diet. See how you feel. And if you feel great, I won't have to tell you to stay on the ketogenic diet. But if you don't feel better, I mean, try another diet that you can stick with, you know. So, and try to move, exercise, find an activity that you enjoy doing, that you'll stick with, find one and stick with it. And, try to exercise as much as you can and just work on them triglycerides and HDL especially. And if your doctor puts you on medicine, it's going to lower your LDL and stuff like that. But I would mostly try to lose weight, eat better, lower your triglycerides, raise your HDL, take your medicine, listen to your doctor, and move, do activity, be more active during the day, and you'll start feeling better. Your quality of life will improve, and just go from there. Thank y'all for watching, and have a good day.